Hey everyone, I'm Kloo. Welcome back to some more Empires of the Underground. So, we're continuing on with the mission. We've taken care of everything underground. Now it's time to finally head outside and see what's going on out there, right? See what we can deal with. Leave the workers to go gather all the food from here. So, we are this nest, right? Food stores are full. That's a good way to start.
The shadow of a great titan to the north, an American bullfrog. This large female has found the perfect spot to feed. Sheltered by foliage and in the path of many wandering insects and smaller amphibians, she has no reason to move on. Eventually she will need to be displaced, but for now, the fire ants have more pressing business to attend to. Many of the milkweed plants growing nearby are infested with aphids. Their honeydew excretions present an ideal, energy-rich food source for the fire ants. Aphids far from the nest are vulnerable, however, and are sometimes relocated closer to home, where they can be better protected from predators and thieves.
Better relocate. I didn't know we could do that.
The boggy soil surrounding the nest is
I'm just curious about the bullfrog's damage.
Phosphorus. Nutrients
that's not actually that bad.
Plants to photosynthesize and grow. To survive in this environment, some have evolved to supplement their mineral diet by trapping.
So I don't know, is this damage or HP? Are we taking it down or up? We're taking it down.
The fire ants
interesting.
mounted their first attack upon the great American bullfrog, Litabates catesbianus. The brave frontline soldiers are quickly crushed and eaten. They must surround and swarm the enormous creature to stand any chance of defeating it.
I'm pretty sure we can get this done, no problem at all. I probably want a few more workers though. Get this done. Right, so I can harvest as we go. But we basically just want to group up and then storm it all at once. Right, as long as they stay together and go as a giant herd, should be able to do a ton of damage to it. We have food coming in. Right, and after the first engagement, we just make sure that we stop and we do it in waves. So right now, we'll get rid of that. Are we doing decent damage? Can't tell. I know we definitely need more food. Just so far away, that's the issue.
A small colony of Phaedulae maurici big-headed ants have established themselves on a hill to the west. Scavenging for seeds, aphids, and dead insects, they are unlikely to pose a threat to the Invicta colony, if left undisturbed.
Yeah, I don't plan to attack them. Right, it seems like we're fine. If I do 2k each time, as long as we have the food to replenish the ants, then this is definitely no biggie. Right, and there's a ton of food here. Yeah, I just wish there was a quick way through it. What we want is a frog to tunnel through here. Oh well. Okay, well, we might as well do a second wave, I suppose. Everyone group out.
Soldiers clamp onto the bullfrog's leathery skin and inject their Solenopsis venom, but the beast shows no signs of wavering. The fire ants must maintain their resolve.
Right, I think we got it. What do we have? Disable enemy mounting. No, so we want them all to mount. Ah, okay, so there is aphid.
Tiger beetle,
yeah, it wasn't a big deal.
Is on the move near the nest. Its metallic green elytra make it unmistakable, and like its other tiger beetle cousins, long legs give it the speed to chase down small arthropods with ease. The colony is starving.
Why are you guys so slow to bring food back?
Feed the new brood.
Guess the rest of you need to collect food so we can replenish. I mean, we're doing a decent chunk of damage. The issue is when night comes around again. So basically, at this point in time, we just need the food to replenish so that we can continue doing waves like this. Seems like we're doing about 2k damage each time, which is fine, right? But we just need more food storage to actually increase our numbers. Having these guys collect the food is probably decent. I think everything here in the underground should be more than enough to get the job done. Right, and we're still doing a little bit of damage too. How much? There's still a pile here. I mean, we're not done collecting that yet. Ah, it's just so far away. The only grievance. Oh, there's still one doing some damage. Until he comes off just to die. Okay. Good job. Right, we're back in the hundreds. So I'm going to send another wave, I think. From outside, all stack up and get ready to attack together. We're not too worried about scavenging those guys, or even the aphids, right? I think with this amount of food, I could probably just do a continuous wave. Because there are only 4 to hatch each time, that's the big thing. Yeah. I think we can probably get this done. I thought the outside was going to be a little bit trickier, but no, I think we're pretty fine.
The ants will fight to the death.
We'll build them even, just so we can definitely collect everything nice and quickly. Right? 2-7. But we will do the herd mentality. So we'll wait for them to group up again. So anyone not attacking, group up, and then we'll send off another wave. So how many are here? 23. It's probably a decent sized wave. You just don't want them all going one by one, because that's when issues amount. Although actually, if he's distracted,
green jumping spider,
yeah, I can't even look at it. It's gone.
A fire ant. It prefers to hunt on foliage, where it is less likely to be spotted by predators and prey alike.
Love the design, though.
It's more vulnerable, but that won't stop it from snacking on lone ants far from the safety of the nest.
So that was moderately difficult, right? I guess the big hurdle was the underground. We just took advantage of their vigorous ability. But I'm curious on the harder difficulties, right? Whether or not the strategy is to contest the other ants. You know, you probably get less underground, thinking about it. But we should have it. Wait, what?
Overwhelmed with burning venom,
or is this nighttime?
Finally succumbs to the might.
I mean, they can go back to the nest.
Utterly spent, it collapses
on
a hillside, leaving the victors free to consume its body.
Yeah, get the food. Survive the invaders. That's not nice.
Unbeknownst to the ants, the presence of the bullfrog was keeping many other local
definitely grab the food first.
The power vacuum it left behind is attracting a host of salamanders and frogs eager to take its place.
26, probably 20 seconds we stop.
Quickly and prepare for the imminent chaos.
And that way our food storage is nice and full. What's about to happen? It's just survive. I'm sure we'll be fine. Build some more food storage while we're at it. Just in case things turn bad. Would be nice to collect. How much do we even get? We got 300 of it? Cool. You guys just come protect the queen, I think. Right, because I don't know what's going to happen now. Just survive the invaders, interestingly. They come to our nest? So, I mean, I'd be tempted just to fight them. It looks like they're coming for our nest. Yeah, okay, so they're going underneath and then digging. So I think, yeah, the best thing to do is not to go to them. It's wait for them to come to us. Although it would probably be best to take them out nice and quickly. But it's definitely too far away. He's going to do what I wanted for so long. He's going to open this up for us. Do I need more fire ants? That's the question. I feel like we should be fine. But I do thank you. Wish you did it a bit sooner. So yeah, you can definitely manipulate them at the start. Although I assume they would eat the underground bugs, right? If we're not quick enough. There's one down. Make sure we get the other one before we mess this stuff up. We just have to watch their approach, so that we can deal with them nice and easily. This one's next one. That's cool that they can dig through the solid blocks. Well, which one's going to be quicker? That's the issue. Probably this one. Stop harvesting. That's actually bad. Oh. Sorry, excuse me. We could use the food, but it is a little annoying. get this guy done because we need to take care of this one very quickly. So he's right at the queen too. Do we get this one? Yeah. Okay, just make sure they're not harvesting. And we should definitely have enough food to survive this. This is definitely a cool way to end the map, right? In all honesty, I was a little disappointed by the final big goal. And I'm definitely going to use Royal Jelly to swap the perk, because Vigorous is super impactful. Where are you even going? There's still 3 left. Right, they're taking their sweet time though. No, there's spiders. Okay, this is the last one. He's just a little confused about where to go. Alright, that was definitely a fun map. Right, compared to the other ones. At least for me. This is definitely my favorite map so far. I'm very curious to see the challenge.
Above ground settles, and with the invaders crushed, a new order is established. This is now the domain of the Fire Ant.
Look at them all zoomy. Okay, so Royal Jelly is definitely the most beneficial thing, but so is Territory with the endgame. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We'll go Territory. Alright, so we got a little bit more time. We will build up our main colony, right? Starting with the Fire Ants. So,
a pile of substrate in the middle
wait, is it this
of the
one?
workspace?
It's the ventilation terrible down
How do I?
Stuff builds up in the corners.
Okay.
I'd put in a complaint.
If you're up to something, I will find out.
Oh, up to something? All I do is try to make the place a little bit tidier. I clean the desks and suddenly I'm up to something. Oh, that's very nice, very rich. Up to something. I'm not up to anything.
Okay. I don't know if there's a way to change the main ability. That's a little bit annoying, to say the least. Feels like you should be able to change the main ability. Ooh. Especially if there's no rehouse. You know what? I'm tempted to look that one up, right? Because clicking on it does nothing. This is just upgrading their normal abilities, and then these are just changing those abilities. I wonder if there's a way to rehouse the colony after the challenge, maybe. An unprepared will not survive, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you restock. No. Okay, give me a sec to look it up. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I can, which is definitely annoying. Right? But I can't change these 2 abilities? Right click, left click, shift click. Oh. That makes me want to rethink all of this. Right? I mean, what would you even call their main ability? Oh well, that raises the question, do I restart then, right? Because I am a bit OCD. I like things done a certain way, and if I can't have them done that certain way, well, the only thing to do is redo it. Well, I don't know. We'll spend the rest of the episode doing this, and I'll dig around a bit more, right? But that is very frustrating, to say the least. Because not only that, I'd love to try out the other abilities on everyone else. I mean, I don't like Taunt that much, but the Rapid Fire for the Wood Ants, I'd love to try. I can't remember if the Black Ants and the normal ants had anything going for them. Or, you know what'd be cool? If you could have all unlocked, right? And you could build any. I don't know. We'll play through what's there, right? And I guess see. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe we redo and we actually try properly an insane only run, right? Anyway, I'm gonna let them gather food, and then we'll do a little bit of building before we end off. Right, so I think I've got a decent start mapped out. Although, first off, we definitely want more workers to harvest all our seeds. So we'll do that, then go to collecting, and I'll explain the setup now, right? So here will be the fire ants. That way they have quick access. Although, again, I would very much rather a vigorous at this point, now that we have tested them. I suppose you're meant to do the challenges before you unlock them, right? So that you actually understand the abilities, you can try them all out. Here will be our other ants. So our leaf cutter and our normal soldier ants will be somewhere here. And then over this side, we will put the mortar ants, which I always forget the name of, the wood ants, right? And then open up a little section here so they can all collect here and then shoot at the entryway. Again, I'm sort of prepping as though the challenge will be a wave system. It might be combat again, it might be a boss, I don't know. Either way, just in case, I think this is probably a decent setup, and I can extend them all just in a straight line, use all the wool bonuses so that I can max everything up, right? I'm pretty sure this is the most effective, unless you build a ton out, right? So they can all just continue straight, same with the food, and wherever we put the other one, probably off here, I guess, right? And then as for the actual defense, everything has to travel down the one path, right? We're not over opening it. Even if we open up here, they'd have to go here and then around. In fact, I might make this more convoluted. Yeah, that's probably the better way to do it, right? Make this really convoluted so it's not at all a decent incentive to actually travel down, right? So eventually that will fill in and that will fill in. And I think that's enough pathing, right? Especially to go down here, that anything that enters the nest will go this way to the queen rather than go through the chamber. Maybe. Who knows? All right, we can start digging. Nope, I'm a bit short, right? So that's 1, 2, 3. That's perfect. So there, and there, and they can get to work, right? We can start laying everything out. We should have a ton of food too. Now it's slowly collecting, right? But as we build everyone, they can basically just go collect food. Doesn't really matter. So the fire ants are still 40, which is great. They're so cheap and they seem so good. With vigorous again. If only. Alright, we'll establish them all. Look at that. Everything's being built and we've barely made a dent in the outside supply. Yeah, so the main thing is definitely tiles. As for the unfortunate fire ant colony, I guess we'll have to leave it be, right? I know the main desire of this is probably free play, and I'm sure in free play you can select them. The game is still being updated, right? So past the Formicarium Challenge 4, there will eventually be more missions, I'm pretty sure. So it is worthwhile in that scenario. And I'm pretty sure even with Rehouse, you can't reselect the ants you unlock, right? So, I don't know, we'll play through the rest because we're so close, right? We've got one more mission and then the challenge. We'll probably have to do some other stuff for the Formicarium Challenge, but we'll see. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there for today and we'll tackle the next mission in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.